do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Can McCaffrey do it?
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Slit.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A look now at our starting defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Let's go.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Good job right there. 54's Mike. Check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Took the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes.
And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Looking deep for Gabriel. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability, as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Completes it to Benjamin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get the all-pro guard there, Quentin Nelson.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Got it.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down. Wilson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now Wilson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Being chased out left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Throwing again here, Wilson. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And it's a fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
That's it. Alert. Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike. Yeah. Slam.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain there of 21 yards.
Touch 50. Come on,
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as the Ravens push further out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to go.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 2nd down, Cook. Still on his feet. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. you might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they are in at this stage of the game.
DJ Reader there on the tackle. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Bengals have recovered it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Over the middle, complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Wentz. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Adrian Claiborne able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wentz now to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trent Murphy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. Miller on the catch over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Vinatieri's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack on first down, Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he loses the football a second time. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
56 a month. 56 is the month.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid on picking up a first down.
Now this throw caught left side. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10 from the shotgun to McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run it with Balazs. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On first down, Wilson. And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On first down, Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wentz. And Cook has it, left side. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw, it's Wentz. Left side, Doyle with it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, and it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Now Balaj. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. This time, Wilson will throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 31, check 31. Check it backer, check it backer.
Tempo.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They go play action now. Wilson feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Balaj. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kalen Balaj. His 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Wentz. You got the big lead defense. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And down inside the 15 yards, a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Ravens, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's another week, another loss as they fall down 0-9. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.